evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Rebel Racing Network and the Third Coast Racing O'Reilly Auto Parts Series. I am your commentator tonight, Austin Householder, and we are coming to you live from Phoenix Motor Speedway, a 1-mile oval located in Avondale, Arizona, where these drivers will be competing for 100 laps. It is late evening. It is a beautiful night here tonight. Partly cloudy skies. Temperature currently sitting at 83, but as that sun goes down, we're expecting it to get even cooler. The track temperature sitting at 86. We're going to be keeping our eye on that tonight as well. Once that sun goes down, we're expecting that to cool off. And these guys are going to have a lot of grip. Track is looking pretty slick right now. I even got a chance to turn a few laps, and I had some trouble, especially exiting turn 1, getting loose off the exit of there. But as those temperatures cool down, that should help these drivers out. And the rules for tonight's event, these drivers are going to be given 4 sets of tires, 70% fuel, and as always in the Third Coast Racing O'Reilly Auto Parts Series, no quick repairs to get this one done. And with that 70% fuel, these drivers are looking at a pit window of 50 to 56 laps. You can stretch it out to about 56 and a half laps if you really conserve fuel. But another very small pit window for these guys. With only 5 minutes left in practice, Ray Polkin is our current leader as far as times go, with a best time of 27.24. Michael Carter, though, sitting in second with a time of 27.32, as well as James Whitehead, so some fast times. We're going to see if Ray Polkin can possibly save some tire here. He is still hunting for that first win in the Third Coast Racing Series. We'll be keeping an eye on him tonight, as always. And speaking of Ray Polkin, he and his teammates have had a dominant opening to the season in the point standings. Jay Crable is currently sitting in first with 157 points. His teammate Ray Polkin in second with 148 points. Dakota Dennis in third with 146 points. Those are all the Lucky Dog Motorsports crew. But we do have last season's defending champion, Adam Boughton, sitting in fourth with 137 points, and he is on the rise in the standings. We will be keeping an eye on him tonight. He is currently sitting sixth in our standings throughout practice with a best time of 27.45. One thing he really excels at is saving tires, and this is a track you are going to have to conserve your tires, especially with a pit window of 50 to 56 laps. We've got Doc Manners on YouTube entering the chat, rooting for Jason Rochelle and Colton Kinney, track star Fords all day. We'll be keeping an eye on them as well. Jason Rochelle currently sitting sixth in points and has gained 10 positions after his win last week at the Circuit of the Americas in Texas. Some other notable movers. We do have a now three-way tie for 10th in points between Paul Escobar, Hunter Geyer, and Craig Peterson, all with 118 points. Hunter Geyer and Craig Peterson gaining 4 and 6 positions in the point standings respectively. And practice is winding down. Only 2 minutes left in practice. We are checking out that 8 of Hunter Geyer, rocking a new Bird Wraps paint scheme here tonight. It looks like he is excited about our trip to Arizona tonight. Another driver we've been keeping our eye on throughout the first season and a half here, Marcus de la Garza in that 99 car, he has shown a lot of speed during practice and qualifying. He currently sits 9th in practice, but he finds himself up front during qualifying and at the start of the race, but he has had a string of bad luck that just seems like it is not going to end for that 99 car. He's looking to put an end to that here tonight and go the full 100 laps without any incidents. We're going to see if he can get it done. And checking in with that 94 of Adam Boughton. Looks like he's having an issue trying to get on pit road. Not sure what's going on with him. Definitely looks like he tried to speed coming down pit road too fast. Missed the entrance. He's got to be careful not to do that in the race. That could definitely cost him some positions. Does look like he is trying to get it figured out, and he is anticipating some green flag pit stops here tonight. Only 12 seconds left in practice. We're getting ready to get our qualifying underway and set the field for tonight. And yes, pretty cool here. Phoenix Motor Speedway is one of the few tracks on iRacing you can actually drive to victory lane. So we're going to see if the winner tonight puts that car in victory lane. As practice comes to an end, a couple guys driving through there, positive visualization for these guys, picture themselves in victory lane. So we move on to qualifying, and you guys can see that sky has gotten darker. The time accelerated here. That sun has gone down. That track is going to be cooler. We're going to see how this affects them in qualifying. So you see Adam Boughton here pulling off pit road, and he is weaving that car back and forth, trying to work some heat into those tires. See Adam Boughton there cutting the dog leg. Once again, they are allowed to use that open dog leg. I think we're going to see a lot of drivers using that, trying to make up some time. Time is in for Adam Boughton, 27.2. Currently sitting on the pole, checking in with Ray Polking. About 1/10 of a second off of Adam Boughton's pace. Ray Polking not quite fast enough to get it done there. Adam Boughton, our current pole sitter. We're going to see if anyone can knock him off. And we'll check in with Jay Craybill, member of that dominant Lucky Dog Motorsports team. His first lap is in 27.33. Good enough to start on the second row. We're going to see if he picks it up on lap 2. Lap 2, not going to get it done for Jay Craybill. A 27.54 As qualifying comes to an end, we are going to head down trackside for our opening ceremonies presented by Oorah Flyovers. At this time, please stand as you are able, remove your hats, place your hands over your hearts, and veterans render a hand salute as the United States Marine Corps Band performs our national anthem. All right, and we are back. Looks like everyone has qualified. The field is set. Only Joseph Miller and Hugh Escobar not going to qualify here tonight. We've got an 18-car field. This is going to be some good racing. Guys are back on the oval where they feel most comfortable, but we are going from super speedway ovals like Daytona and Atlanta that are drafting tracks to now a short track. We're going to see how these guys handle it here tonight. We go ahead and run through our official starting grid. And taking the pole tonight will be the Adam Boughton in the number 94. To his outside will be Ray Polking driving the number 46. James Whitehead is going to be starting third in the 48. In fourth will be Jay Craybill driving the number 87. Michael Carter is going to be starting fifth driving the number 18 car. His outside will be the number 97 of Jason Rochelle in sixth. Craig Peterson will be rolling off 7th in the 53 car. In 8th will be Hunter Geyer driving the number 8. Starting 9th will be Travis Neiman in the number 5 car. Marcus De La Garza will be starting 10th in the 99. Paul Escobar will be rolling off 11th in the 91. Colton Kinney will start 12th driving the number 88. 13th will be Dakota Dennis driving the number 19. Lee Hamby going to be rolling off 14th driving the number 47. Ryan Mack will start in 15th driving the number 12. In 16th will be Mike Hill driving the number 27. Thomas Adams will be starting 17th driving the number 21. In 18th will be Joseph Miller driving the number 16. And rounding out your field in 19th will be Hugh Escobar driving the number 72. See Michael Carter now getting to the inside of Jay Craybill. It looks like he's going to clear him here, and he has Ray Polking in his sights next. Looks like we're going to get some single file early on. But Hunter Geyer hopping out of line, trying to make a move there as he goes to the inside of the 53 of Craig Peterson in that neon green. Looks like Geyer is going to clear Peterson this time by. Geyer sliding up the track, and that leaves the door open for that 99 of Marcus De La Garza. Back up front, Michael Carter is working his way around Ray Polking and has his sights set on James Whitehead now. And we here at Rebel Racing would just like to give a big shout out to Red Tiki Tours in Port Charlotte, Florida. They have come on board as a sponsor as well, and we want to show them a little love. If you are planning a trip to Port Charlotte, Florida, check them out. I'm told that we do have a commercial in the works for them coming sometime in the near future. But back to the action on track. Michael Carter's gotten to the inside of James Whitehead. Whitehead up against the wall there. He makes contact with that outside wall. That's going to give Carter the opportunity to get by. And Carter will clear him. Ray Polking also looking to get it by James Whitehead here. Oh, looks like we've got trouble. Jay Craybill. James Whitehead make contact. Whitehead gets that car going. Craybill coming to a stop on the apron there. Looks like he's going to be able to get back going, and we're going to stay green. We're going to go back and see exactly what happened here. Craybill to the inside. You see Whitehead all the way up the track. A lot of space between them. Whitehead gets into that outside wall, and it just looks like he comes down on Jay Craybill. One more look at it, folks. But they are able to keep from any major damage to either car. Jay Craybill is back and going as we have 11 laps in the books. Craybill will drop back to 18th here. We'll check back in with James Whitehead. He's only going to lose about 5 positions there. He falls to 8th. And 48 has got to be careful, though. We've seen him making contact with the outside wall multiple times here tonight. Possibly an issue with the handling on that 48. So we're back towards the front. Checking out Marcus De La Garza, trying to hold off the 5 of Travis Neiman. De La Garza slow on the outside. Neiman going to do a little bit of a crossover move to get alongside De La Garza. He will clear him there, but Marcus De La Garza trying to battle back on the inside. That inside line is where you want to be. 14 laps in the books, and we're going to go ahead check in with our leader here, Adam Boughton, in that number 94 car. He does not have any pressure coming out the back. A 1 second gap between him and his teammate Michael Carter. They are currently approaching the lap traffic of Thomas Adams. Thomas Adams struggling, and you can see the right side of that 21 car is already banged up. He's going to pull it as low as he can, trying to stay out of these lead lap cars' ways. Back further in the pack. Out that 12 of Ryan Mack as he is trying to hold off that 91 of Paul Escobar. Escobar having a little bit of a blinking issue back there. With these cars spread out, though, that blinking issue for Paul Escobar and that 91 should not be an issue, but if they do have a caution and get bunched back up, that could be a dangerous situation for these guys. And checking in with the number 97 of Jason Rochelle. He's been quiet tonight, but he is now putting the pressure on that 8 of Hunter Geyer. Rochelle wants to get to that inside line underneath Hunter Geyer. Complete that pass. You see him running a little bit lower on and off the corners. He's going to try and keep it on the outside as they go through that dog leg. This is the battle for fourth, folks. Now 20 laps in the books. We are approaching the halfway point of this green flag run. Clean racing with the exception of Jay Craybill and James Whitehead. Whitehead trying to climb his way back up towards the front of this pack. He is back up to 6th. We see Lee Hamby working underneath of Marcus De La Garza now as well. Lee Hamby, so far, our biggest mover of the race. He started in 14th. He is now up to 8th. As he will clear Marcus De La Garza this time by. And De La Garza seems he is having a little bit of an issue with his tire saving strategy. Maybe burnt those tires off just a little bit too soon. As he begins to drop towards the back of the pack. Oh, a hard hit by Paul Escobar in that 91 car. You saw it in the back of your screen. He makes hard contact with that outside wall. Does not look like any visible damage on that car, but that does not mean that his steering and his suspension is in good shape after that hit. It's Colton Kinney trying to work to his inside now. Looks like Dakota Dennis also had a hard hit out there back in the pack. Paul Escobar now moving up the track, allowing Colton Kinney to get to his inside. Colton Kinney going to get by Escobar. Correction, that was Joseph Miller. Also took a hard lick on that wall just a few laps ago. They've got to keep their equipment in good shape. Once again, they do not have any quick repairs for this race. The goal here at Third Coast Racing is to keep the races as realistic as possible, and what better way than not giving these drivers any quick repairs. But without those quick repairs, it seems that these guys have done a very good job of keeping these races clean, especially last season where we actually had more races than we did cautions. Any races going flag to flag, and the way this race is shaping up, that could happen again tonight. And right now, that 94, if Adam Boughton would love to see this go flag to flag under green. He has opened up that gap over second place to nearly 3 seconds. Ray Polking, though, has gotten back by Michael Carter and taken over second place. After watching Ray Polking through now a season and a half, he has definitely improved his tire saving skills, saving those tires for later in the race. We saw it last week at COTA, where he was able to make some late runs, make some runs late in the green flag run before pit stops. But with almost a 3-second gap, that is a tall order to fill. We are just past halfway in this pit stop window. An update on Hugh Escobar. He just had to pull that car down pit road. Here's that 72 car having issues. It was his brother Paul had the issue with the outside wall. Not sure why he came down pit road, but we're starting to see a few other drivers coming down pit road as well. Travis Neiman being shown on pit. Was being shown on pit lane. Looks like he just went just a little bit too low and has set off our sensors here at the Rebel Racing Network. Check in with the 53 of Craig Peterson. So he has that 99 of Marcus de la Garza in his sights. Looks like Marcus de la Garza starting to pull away from Peterson again. De la Garza getting those tires cooled off and finding some speed. We're going to step aside for a quick commercial break, guys.
Do you love Orlando's theme parks, but the long lines have you losing the magic? Introducing Ride Waits, the Apple Watch app designed to help you skip the stress and ride more, with real-time wait times and park info right on your wrist. Whether you're exploring Walt Disney World, adventuring through Universal Orlando, or taking it all in at SeaWorld, Ride Waits helps you navigate smarter and get the most out of your visit. No more wandering, no more guessing, just more riding. And it's not just wait times. Ride Waits also offers tips on the best times to ride, general park info, and helpful alerts so you never miss out on your favorite attraction. Whether you're planning ahead or making game day decisions in the park, Ride Waits keeps everything you need at a quick glance away. Ride Waits, your wrist-side guide to the best parks in Orlando. Available now on the Apple Watch store.
Not affiliated with or endorsed by any theme park brand.
At FedUps, we don't care how it gets there, just that it eventually does. We use cutting-edge technology like guesswork, blind rage, and the occasional coin flip. Need help? Our customer service is standing by to put you on hold. Our drivers are trained professionals in rage quitting, road rage, and minor parkour. Have an issue? Hey, we delivered it, didn't we? At FedUp, we're not happy until you're not happy. Special instructions? I ignored it specifically. Signature required? We'll scribble something. Fragile? Let's test that theory. customer service? Try screaming into the void. FedUp, we hate your package almost as much as you do.
FedUps is not responsible for damaged, late, lost, or completely incinerated packages. Batteries not included. Action.
All right, and we are back, folks. Currently looking at the 94 of Adam Boughton as he is making his way through lap traffic now. And he's not losing a beat, opening that gap back up over Ray Polking. It was down to about 2.5 seconds earlier on in this run. Now open back up to 3 seconds. These two right here, I do believe they are tire-saving gurus at this point. Ray Polking dropping at the beginning of this run, but he has found some speed. He has opened up his gap over Michael Carter now to almost a second. I tell you what, if I'm Michael Carter, as we get ready for this pit stop, I am talking to my teammate Adam Boughton, trying to figure out the key to saving tires here at Phoenix. Looks like we've got a battle heating up. Ryan Mack and Craig Peterson. Looked like Craig Peterson was getting ready to put the pressure on Ryan Mack. So they had to work their way around the lap car of Thomas Adams. Looks like Adams has posed a challenge for a couple guys to get around, even though he's a lap down car. Ryan Mack catching back up to Marcus De La Garza here now. And real quick, guys, I'm seeing some viewers coming into the room. Do me a favor in the chat, go ahead and drop who your favorite driver here is in the Third Coast Racing Xfinity Series. We would love to hear from you guys. Another driver I still want to keep an eye on, James Whitehead. Even though he's involved in that early issue with him and Jay Craybill, Whitehead is still putting down some fast lap times. His last time by a 28.87. The only other driver with a similar lap time was our leader Adam Boughton with a time of 28.86. Whitehead closing in with Jason Rochelle. He's running about half a second faster than Rochelle. Checking back in with our leader, Adam Boughton. He is still making quick work of these lap cars. He's going by Paul Escobar there. He appeared to be having handling issues after his contact with the outside wall. Now only 14 cars left on the lead lap, but Adam Boughton starting to close in with Jay Craybill. Once again, Craybill, our current leader in points. That Lucky Dog Motorsports team that we were keeping an eye on coming into this one, not having the outing they really wanted. Ray Polking sitting in second, having a good run. But Jay Craybill now being threatened with being put a lap down. Dakota Dennis also a lap down. It looks like we could have some shakeups in the point standings coming here soon. Caution is out. It looks like Hugh Escobar was caught up in this one, as they are going to slow it down. We're going to go back and take a look, see what happened with Hugh. If I'm not mistaken, I think I see some right side damage to that 72 car. He is extremely slow going through turn 3 there. It looks like he just brings that car to a rest there on the front stretch. Bring out the caution. But pit stops have began at about leading them down pit road. Ray Polkin in tow, Michael Carter, Hunter Geyer. Looks like the only cars staying out are Paul Escobar and Dakota Dennis, looking to get their lap back here. Not sure what exactly happened with Hugh Escobar. It did appear that he was being towed back to the garage. We are going to try and get an interview with Hugh Escobar real quick and figure out what exactly happened there. Hugh, it's Austin up in the booth. You got me? Hugh, it's Austin up in the booth. You got me? All right, Hugh does not have me. Looks like his night is done. Like he is signing off here tonight. And what a time to do it. That caution flew on lap 45. So these drivers are going to be about 5 laps short on fuel when we get back green flag racing. Paul Escobar and Dakota Dennis now on pit road. They have gotten their lap back. As we get ready to go back racing, the pace truck is off. Adam Boughton will be in control of this one. Ray Polkin to his outside. Michael Carter in third. Jason Rochelle in fourth. And Travis Neiman rounding out your top 5. This is Travis Neiman's first time in the top 5 here tonight. And the green flag is out. Adam Boughton takes off, and he's got his teammate Michael Carter in tow. Carter to the inside of Ray Polkin. Ray Polkin keeping it up there on the racing surface. He's not going to cut that dog leg here. And we saw this on the initial start. Ray Polkin struggled on that outside line. Oh, James Whitehead going around back in the pack. Caution flies. We go back and see what happened with James Whitehead. Did he make contact, or did he just forget he was on cold tires? Whitehead just forgetting that those tires were cold. He pushed that car just a little bit too hard. Self spin coming out of turn 2. That'll bring out our second caution of the night here on lap 49. Just narrowly missing Dakota Dennis, and Dakota Dennis now on pit road. So that 19 car coming down pit road here. Tire's not going to make a difference, but it looks like he's going to get a splash and go, get back out on track. Really surprising. He's the only car on pit road. Not sure if there was an issue with iRacing scoring not opening pit road. Everyone else looks like they're going to stay out. And if I'm not mistaken, they were going to be about 5 laps short on fuel. This caution is going to help them out with that, but these guys are going to be in fuel-saving mode once this race gets back underway. So now our top 10, Adam Boughton is currently sitting in first place, Michael Carter in second, Ray Polkin in third, Hunter Geyer in fourth, Jason Rochelle in fifth, Lee Hamby in sixth, Ryan Mack in seventh, Travis Neiman in eighth, Jay Craybill in ninth, and Joseph Miller rounding out your top 10. So the real eyes are going to be on Ray Polkin here. He struggled on these restarts from the outside, but he's got the inside line now. We're going to see what he can do with it. If I'm not mistaken, Adam Boughton has chosen the outside line here. And we do have the choose option for the leader. It looks like that is some team strategy there, because these guys wanted to be on the inside on these initial restarts. You saw Adam Boughton on the inside last time. Now, him and his teammate are going to be restarting from the front row. Adam Boughton still in control of this restart. They are off. He's going to take Michael Carter with him. Hunter Geyer trying to battle back on that outside. Geyer with a great restart from the outside. Make their way down the backstretch, and it looks like Hunter Geyer showing some speed here. And Geyer going to clear Michael Carter. Hunter Geyer goes to second. Michael Carter drops to third, and he's got a mirror full of Ray Polking. Ray Polking not really looking to put the pressure on. That side-by-side battle between Carter and Geyer, though, it's going to work to Ray Polking's advantage. We can keep an eye on him and his tire saving in this one. Carter's got to be careful he does not give up another position to Ray Polking. And Hunter Geyer, this is the highest he's been all night, up 6 positions from where he started. He's looking in that rear view, just hoping Michael Carter cannot get to him and get back by. See Carter trying the inside, trying to get a run on that 8 car. And Ray Polking just sitting back there loving this. Looking further back in the pack. Looks like we've gotten single file, checking in with Marcus De La Garza, trying to put the pressure on Joseph Miller. De La Garza back into the top 10. Move back up to the front. Adam Boughton already opened up that gap to 0.8 of a second and continuing to gain as his teammate tries to work his way back by Hunter Geyer. Michael Carter now going to back off, it seems. We now have 60 laps in the books. We're going to have one more quick commercial break, guys.
From the track to the tech, Creative Castle keeps your code running as clean as your laps. We test real-world devices and digital platforms so your next release won't crash in turn 1. At Creative Castle, we elevate your software with expert quality assurance and cross-platform testing. Whether it's native apps or networked hardware, we deliver precision-tested performance at scale. Behind every smooth app and smart device is a quiet castle. Creative Castle. We're the quality wizards and test knights who battle bugs and break bad code before it breaks your product. Creative Castle. Quality at full throttle. Your quest for quality ends here.
All right, and we are back, folks. While we were away, Hunter Geyer has given up that second position back to Michael Carter, and is now dealing with Ray Polking and Lee Hamby in his rearview mirror. We were checking in with the crew chiefs of Hunter Geyer and those Warhorse Racing guys, and seems like the front of the field is going to be about 5 to 6 laps short on fuel. So going to be a little bit fuel saving here, and I think that's what Hunter Geyer's trying to do. He's just trying to stay in that top 3, and he is making that car 3 lanes wide right now. Ray Polking and Lee Hamby trying to put the pressure on him, but they cannot get by. Lee Hamby, someone we haven't talked about much tonight, currently running 4th. So he's gotten to the inside of Ray Polking. He's to the inside of Hunter Geyer now. Lee Hamby, very dominant at these short tracks. We have not seen him up front all night tonight, but he's making a charge late in this one. Ray Polking making some contact with that outside wall. He tries to get to the outside of Lee Hamby. Jason Rochelle looking to throw his hat into the ring here as well. Some good battles back in the pack, but while all this is happening, our 2 leaders and teammates, Adam Boughton and Michael Carter, opening up that gap. Boughton has a 2.5 gap over his teammate for the time being. Michael Carter in that 18 car with almost a 2-second gap over Lee Hamby and Hunter Geyer, as Hunter Geyer's trying to fend off Lee Hamby. Hamby's going to get around him, and here comes Ray Polking as well. Ray Polking touches Hunter Geyer. Polking slid up the track there just a little bit. And contact's going to put Hunter Geyer behind Lee Hamby, though. Here comes Jay Craybill into the fray now. He's working to the outside of Jason Rochelle. Jay Craybill, we just saw him at risk of falling a lap down before that string of cautions. As he and Jason Rochelle touch. Travis Neiman there in the back getting to the outside wall. Jay Craybill going to take 6th place away from Jason Rochelle. Back up front, Lee Hamby trying to pull away from Ray Polking. Checking in with that 5 of Travis Neiman. These Warhorse Racing guys trying to make their way to the front. Hunter Geyer still sitting in the top 5. His teammate back here, Travis Neiman, looking to the inside of Jason Rochelle now, and they've got the 48 of James Whitehead just behind them. Whitehead very fast here. That early race incident threw him off the pace. But he is charging hard. At least going to try and salvage a top 3 finish out of this as James Whitehead now to the inside of Travis Neiman. Not going to work that time. We are approaching the end of this one. Up front, we have Jay Crable getting to the inside of Hunter Geyer now. Travis Neiman also to the inside of Hunter Geyer, his teammate there. Hunter Geyer with that great restart position. Looks like he may have pushed his car just too hard. Got those tires all hot and greasy there. He is starting to fade. Jay Crable is going to take 5th place away. We're going to go back and check in with Lee Hamby and Ray Polking as they have started to reel in that 18 of Michael Carter. Michael Carter had to fight Hunter Geyer to get that 2nd place position. That may have played right into Lee Hamby and Ray Polking's pocket there. Adam Boughton looking in his rear view mirror and not seeing much of anything there. That gap now 2.5 seconds between him and his teammate. Speaking of teammates, we do have 2 teammates trying to battle for that 6th position. Travis Neiman trying to reel in his teammate of Hunter Geyer. Keep in mind, our fun race at the beginning of the season, Clash at the Coliseum, Travis Neiman and Hunter Geyer got into it with each other after some late race wrecks there. It'll be interesting to see how these teammates play together now that we're back on a short track. Carter's lead over Hamby and Polking is still dwindling here. We're going to go ahead and ride along with Lee Hamby on the hood of his car as he tries to reel in that 18 of Michael Carter. And that gap is dwindling now, only a second between Lee Hamby and Michael Carter. Now down to only 20 laps to go. Adam Boughton firmly in control of this one. We're just talking to a few drivers, there was the worry about fuel strategy here, and can these guys make it? Adam Boughton with almost a 3-second lead here. Probably not feeling the pressure. He has the ability now to lay off the throttle just a little bit and go into gas saving mode if he is indeed short. Boughton now dealing with lap traffic. We go back to take a look at the battle for third now as Ray Polking's gotten to the inside of Lee Hamby. And Polking is going to clear Hamby. He did make pretty quick work of that 47 car. And that is what Polking needed to do if he wants to take a shot at that second place position. They did lose about 0.2 of a second on Michael Carter there. Now down to only 18 to go. And we're going to have one more quick commercial break before the conclusion of this one.
It's race day on iRacing. The grid is set. Engines are rumbling. The chat is buzzing. The anticipation is building. But before the green flag waves, you need a moment that gets hearts racing. Hoorah Flyovers delivers cinematic, custom airplane flyovers for your iRacing or esports event, bringing real-world energy to your virtual track. Add a patriotic punch to your pre-race show, whether you're hosting a league championship, a memorial race, or just want to hype the crowd. Hoorah brings the thunder. Fully customizable, easy to book, stream ready, guaranteed to get your drivers and fans fired up. Because when the jets fly, everyone pays attention. Stand tall, fly loud, race proud. Hoorah! Visit Hoorah Flyovers on Discord or Facebook and bring the flyover experience to iRacing like never before.
All right, and we are back, folks. We thought this battle for third was over. Lee Hamby got back to the inside of Ray Polking, not able to get it done, as they're now approaching lap traffic. That did cost those two, though, some time on Michael Carter. The gap now almost a second between Michael Carter and Ray Polking. But Michael Carter definitely want to see those two get alongside and battle each other out for that position just a little while longer. Give him an opportunity to pull away because they were closing in. But now he's got to deal with lap traffic. Ray Polking starting to close in again. We are down to just 13 laps left to go in this one. Ray Polking that last time by about 0.2 of a second faster than Michael Carter. The gap only 0.4 of a second. They do have the lap traffic of Mike Hill in front of them. Speaking of Mike Hill, we do know we have some of his fans in the chat here. We will also be able to see him racing this Sunday evening on the Rebel Racing Network, as we are going to have our debut of the American Esports Racing Association on Sunday night. Make sure you guys tune in for that. It will just be one of their recruitment races. They will be joining us full time starting April 5th with their season opener live from Daytona for 80 laps. And just like TCR, they are not going to have any quick repairs. Oh, trouble. Michael Carter getting into it with Mike Hill there. We got to back that up. Ray Polk can get alongside Michael Carter. He clears him. Carter coming back up on track, and he just gets into Mike Hill. Hard contact in the wall there. That opened up the door for Lee Hamby to get around him. Now down to just 9 laps to go. Ray Polking currently sitting in second. Lee Hamby in third. Hamby's had one heck of a night, up 11 positions from where he started. He has figured this track out as the night has went on, and that sun going down, that track cooling off has definitely helped this 47 car. He was caught behind that incident between Michael Carter and Mike Hill, though. That allowed Ray Polking to open up that gap to about a second between him and Lee Hamby. We're sitting here watching Ray Polking. We're going to go check on his teammate, Jay Craybill. We saw him having some issues earlier on, at risk of falling a lap down, but he has managed to string together a top 5 run here, it looks like, as Hunter Geyer and James Whitehead battled out behind him. And Lucky Dog Motorsports team may get to survive another week on top, with both Ray Polking and Jay Craybill having strong showings here tonight at Phoenix. Now down to only 6 to go. Hunter Geyer and James Whitehead working their way around the lap traffic of Paul Escobar. This is the battle for 6th. Geyer hard contact with the outside wall. That gives James Whitehead his opportunity to get by that 8 car. So Hunter Geyer going to fall back to 7th here. Down to only 5 to go, but I do believe James Whitehead has the ability to catch Jay Craybill here. Last time by, Whitehead was 0.4 of a second faster than Jay Craybill. Joseph Miller now working his way by Hunter Geyer. Hunter Geyer blinks out for a second. Those two make contact. We're going right back to James Whitehead. He has caught Jay Craybill. And looking for a way around that number 87 car. Now down to only 3 to go. Adam Boughton is firmly in control of this one. Almost 5 seconds between him and Ray Polking. James Whitehead has gotten to the outside of Jay Craybill, though. He has got a nose out in front of him. It looks like Jay Craybill going to tuck up behind James Whitehead. James Whitehead will move to 5th. Whitehead now sliding up the track, but I think Jay Craybill has put some heat on those tires and he is falling, but the white flag is out. Adam Boughton is taking the white flag. Next flag will end the race. Adam Boughton just has to be perfect through these next few corners and he will be the winner here tonight. And the checkered flag is waving as Adam Boughton heads into the final turn. He is clean through the final turn. Adam Boughton going to take home the win. Ray Polking going to come home in 2nd. Lee Hamby in 3rd. So they pull around to the start and finish line. Adam Boughton going to start the celebration. And now we saw him earlier on in practice test drive and seeing if he can take that car down victory lane. This is one of the few tracks in iRacing that has that feature where you can take the car down victory lane. We're going to see if he takes it back there. As they pose for their pictures. And looks like Adam Boughton going to do a Polish victory lap here. We wait for all the drivers to make their way into the Discord for their interviews. Adam Boughton bringing that 94 car down pit road, and yes, he is going to park that car in victory lane. He'll even do a burnout in victory lane. All right, and we are still waiting on Lee Hamby to make his way to the broadcast booth, but we are going to kick off our interviews with the 46 of Ray Polking. Ray, it's Austin up in the booth. You got me?
Yeah, I got you. Go ahead.
All right, man. Congratulations on another second place finish. Now, I know you're still hungry for that win, but another second place finish and another strong showing from the Lucky Dog Motorsports group. How does it feel?
It feels good. When we keep this momentum going, we should be in good shape.
All right. Well, you guys definitely kept the momentum going. We've been watching you and Jay Craybill, but especially watching you this race. You and Lee Hamby, both trying to track down Michael Carter, and lap traffic gets in Carter's way, and you're able to get by him. Take us through that pass and what you saw happen to Michael Carter from your point of view there.
Yeah, I was a little bit faster on the long run. I was catching him there, and they come up on lap traffic, and I had a good run, so I took it, and looked a little messy in my rearview mirror, but I was on the other side, so I was happy about it.
How much time did you spend looking in that rearview mirror when you saw it get messy?
Quite a bit.
All right. Well, we've been watching you this race and this season, and comparing this season to last season, it seems like you've gotten a little bit better at tire saving and a lot better on these long runs. Have you noticed a difference this season?
Yes, I've been working on that a lot during the off season. I concentrate on trying to figure that out, and I think I'm starting to get the hang of it.
Well, it definitely does look like you're getting the hang of it, and only 2 cautions tonight. Really, maybe 2 notable incidents. The one caution was just a slow car. Is that something you're going to focus more on with the lack of cautions in this series?
Yeah, I learned that last season, that you can't count on a caution with this group. There's too many good guys in the air.
All right. Well, that is a good problem to have, though, able to keep those cars clean. What can we look forward to seeing from you as the rest of the season goes on? We are approaching our halfway mark.
Hopefully more of the same. Hopefully I can sneak out a win somewhere. I got everything but that.
That is true. Well, we will be keeping an eye on you as this season goes on, and we are rooting for you to get that first win because we know how hungry you are for it. We're going to let you get on out of here. Before we do, though, anyone you want to thank?
Again, just you, Austin, up there in the booth there, and I said the league puts this on. And said they do a good job, all the admins, and just one of the guys, everybody that watches on it from home.
All right. Well, we appreciate it, buddy. We'll let you get on out of here. Congratulations again, and we will see you back here next week.
Okay, see you then.
Thank you, sir. And once again, that was Ray Polking coming home second tonight. We're going to move on to our race winner, though, Adam Boughton. As soon as your broadcaster here figures out the Discord. And there he is, Adam Boughton. It's Austin up at the booth. You got me?
Yes, I do.
All right, man. Congratulations on a dominant performance here tonight. How does it feel to take home another win here in the TCR Esports Series?
Yeah, it feels good to finally get back into victory lane. Had a little after shaky first 3 races of the season, so it's nice to get back in victory lane.
All right, and we saw you some positive visualization there at the beginning, taking that car down victory lane during practice. Were you hoping to do that at the end of the, or plan on doing that at the end of the race too?
I was just trying to figure out where it was because I didn't know it was open before.
All right, it seemed like we had a couple of cars trying to do that. We were watching, getting a good laugh up here in the booth from it. A dominant performance here tonight. Look, your margin of victory, 4.5 seconds over Ray Polking. When that first caution came out, it seemed like there was going to be a shortage on fuel when you guys all came into pit. Were you worried about the fuel coming to the end there?
No, we weren't even worrying about fuel the whole race. I mean, fuel window alone was 55 laps, so fuel mileage wasn't even a factor in tonight's race.
All right, well, it worked out, and really no competition for you here tonight. Not much to say about this one other than an absolutely dominant performance. So we're going to let you get on out of here, get back down to victory lane, and continue that celebration. Before we do, though, anyone you want to shout out?
Shout out to you for broadcasting each week. Shout out to my RMS teammate, Michael Carter. He got caught up in a little lap traffic drama there, but ended up finishing P4. And shout out to my my sponsor of Boughton Enterprise LLC for being on the car this season. And no, it's not my company. And just shout out to everybody for keeping it clean for the most part tonight.
All right, man. Well, we appreciate it. Congratulations again, and we will see you back here next week. Have a good night, buddy.
Take it easy.
Thank you. You too. And once again, that was Adam Boughton taking home the win here tonight. An impressive 100 laps led out of 100. And we are going to run through our official results here. Once again, Adam Boughton took home the win. Ray Polking finishes in second. Lee Hamby comes home in third. Michael Carter finishes fourth. James Whitehead in fifth. Jay Craybill in sixth. Joseph Miller finishes seventh. Hunter Geyer finishes in eighth. Jason Rochelle in ninth. Travis Neiman comes home 10th. Marcus De La Garza finishes 11th. Ryan Mack in 12th. Craig Peterson finishes 13th. Colton Kinney in 14th. Mike Hill comes home 15th. Paul Escobar in 16th. Dakota Dennis finishes 17th. Thomas Adams finishes in 18th. He was out of the race. And rounding out your field in 19th was Hugh Escobar. Once again, I would like to thank everyone for tuning in tonight. Make sure you guys tune in next week. We will be coming to you live from Las Vegas Motor Speedway for 90 laps. But before that, make sure you guys tune in on Sunday night. Stay glued to the Facebook page for the official time release. But we are going to have our ERA debut. That is the American Esports Racing Association with their recruitment race. Make sure you guys tune into that on Sunday night. And I would like to give one more big shout out to Red Tiki Tours down in Port Charlotte, Florida. If you were looking for something fun to do on vacation, or you are from Port Charlotte, Florida, make sure you check them out. Until next week, this is Austin Householder saying thank you guys so much for tuning in. Make sure you hit that like, follow, subscribe button, and we will see you back here on Sunday night.